Is it gonna work or not? Alright, I don't know if it's working. I may have an issue here, but we shall see. I don't know. So far it looks excellent. Here we go. Let's see. Come on. I decided to forego the pre-screen thing. Have that up. Get it started. We'll figure out how it goes. Here we go. Let's see if it's coming in or not. I had some issues with it starting to stream. There it goes. It's working. Just need to refresh this, I think. Okay. Let's refresh that. Get the stream up. And looks like it's okay. There we go. All right. Yay. It's working. All right. So since it's working, we'll go with that. And welcome, I am Archer. And today I am just chilling. I'm just chilling out here in space. I'm going to be doing some mats hunting. Might do a little bit of combat. I don't know. Mostly just scouring planets, looking for some arsenic and some other mats and just whatever I can get. Getting ready to do some engineering, and I am way low on all my mats. I am flying in my Krait Mk II. This is the ARX version I got from the ARX store. Was a mining full version. I have replaced a couple of weapons and stuff. And you can kind of see over here on the left, I mean on the right side here, I have, oops, going the wrong way. Module wise, this is what I've put on here. So I've added a multi-cannon, changed to pulse laser. Actually, no, I kept the pulse laser, which are pretty much engineered a little bit. So is this one multi-cannon, and I added a large. What did I add? I added another large weapon here. Let's see. Let's go to the fire groups here. Yeah, I added another large multi-cannon, and then just switched the spot for the pulse lasers. So yeah, and then I've got everything else is pretty much stock, except what it comes with engineered. I did take out some cargo space, and what else did I take out? That's about it. I didn't do too much to it. I just kind of made it an all-arounder, so it can do pretty much anything. It seemed like a good ship to do it with. Did a little bit of research on it. I could have used the Mandalay, but this guy carries a little bit more, has a lot more things I can do with it. And I can't talk. The jump drive or whatever. The FDL is pretty much maxed in this one. Is the FDL maxed in this one? I don't remember. I don't even think the right side will tell me what level I have on it. Yeah, it doesn't say. It doesn't tell me the level. That is okay. Get to it later unless there's another spot. I could probably check my Anara and it'd probably tell me. But yeah. So this is just going to be a chill run. Just sit back, relax. That's about it. Hey, how's it going, Sandra Little? If you're still there. Sorry, I missed the text. How's it going? 07 to you guys. Yeah, I'm just chilling. Just gonna go do some collecting, heading over to Wolf 12412A. Figured I'd land on it and just do some scouring for some mats. Collect as much as I can. Just trying to get ready for engineering. Thought I'd just go live to do it. I can't see the sun. And of course, gravity well. Come on, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Nope. Not gonna happen. What you been playing? Been in Elite a lot? Haven't been in much this week. It's probably my first time. Well, no, I came in for a little bit of time yesterday, just to mess around. Oh, you're going to colonize something. I'm looking into doing that. I don't have enough money yet, but working on it eventually. I'm going to get a lot more time in here coming up. I've got about 3-4 weeks. I'll be in a new we're moving into a house. So I'll have a little bit more space and be able to set up my studio the way I want it, or my gaming room and all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. And then I'll be able to work out a streaming schedule and all my long forms and all that stuff at that point. So I've kind of put it off until then because everything's just kind of up in the air right now. Really? It's that hard? There's so many systems out there. I guess you got to get pretty far out if I'm right about that, right?
Engaged.
I'm just going to pick a spot.
Initiating orbital entry procedures for Body 2A. This one's a rocky body. Gravity is 0.06 G.
I've already scanned this planet. There's
Surface
nothing super interesting, but it does have a lot of
Fahrenheit.
supposedly 2.8% arsenic, so should be able to find some stuff I need. Clipper and excuse to get a fleet carrier. There you go. Yeah, there's no way I could afford a fleet carrier right now. I might be able to get a station together eventually. I mean, sometime short. Oh, a Panther Clipper. I love my Pink Panther. That thing just made me a buttload of money during that CG. That's where I got most of it. I almost made $1 billion. I haven't quite made $1 billion. I mean, I've got like a couple bill in assets, but I don't have $1 billion. You're probably pretty far up there with looking at doing a fleet carrier and colonizing. So you probably got quite a bit of cash, a little bit of credits in the bank. Oh, I got that booster on this thing. And I really love the sound of the boosters on some of these.
Flight assist off.
I think I just heard something on the comms. Could be static, but I'm going to check it out just in case.
A little off target where I wanted to be there. I'm still practicing my FA off stuff. A little harder to do it in front of a crowd. Oh, gotta stay back here. Hard to find landings on rocks with this thing. It's like a pancake.
Landing gear deployed.
So pretty difficult. Sorry, I'll check text in just a second. Get down without killing my ship. Oop, right there. Come on. Had the spot. There we go.
We have touched down,
There we go.
Commander. Our first
Nice.
landing on this body.
Not too bad of a landing for FA off. There we go.
Flight assist on.
It is slow and sluggish, but I am up to 13. Oh, 13 bill. That's pretty good. That's enough for it. That fleet carrier's like, what, 2 bill right off the bat or something? And then you've got to pay for all of that's if you want all the all the stuff in it. I mean, all of your different things, that your supply and all that stuff, which I would want to do right off the bat. That way you can try to make a little bit of cash. Let's see what we got on radar. Anything out here? A little bit over here. There we go. This way. Oh, we're over here. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this stream may not be too exciting. I'm just collecting mats, but yeah, figured I'd jump on. Some good background, have a little fun with the buggy. Or SRV. Something over here. Came out here testing the other day. 5 billion to buy. Damn, more than I thought it was. And then another build a outfit. And then another build a upkeep for a while. It's got a, is it every week you have to pay on it or something? Whew. Caught the edge of that.
With Thargoids, my policy is shoot first, ask questions never.
I wasn't sure if it was every week. I thought it was every week that you got to pay on it. But you got to hope it's in a... You don't want to put it too far out because you want it in a system that people possibly would land on and actually do some business. At least I think that's kind of how it works. Have at least 7.5 before buying it. Well, I'll get there eventually. I'd be a little bit closer if it wasn't for all the fun CGs that they've been putting out lately. Because all the CGs have been keeping me occupied. I've been, every time I go out to do mats, which is what my main goal was the past like 2 months, but they were doing all them CGs and they were so fun to do. I was just like, screw it. I don't need all the engineering. Plus, I don't mind a challenge. I don't have to be all engineered out. Oh, there you go. That works. I want it just so I can like transport, jump so far. The jump range on the thing is crazy. So I'd like to do it for like some exploration. That's where I'd like try to get as far out as possible with it. Because of the jump range. But I think it takes like a whole bunch of tritium or something like that. Everything's always in the craters. There it is, right there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Crooked there. Come on.
There's a gorgeous view of the galaxy outside. Anyone want to come take a look?
No damage. Sweet. Where you at? I saw you down here a second ago. Where'd you go? There you are. Oh, no, I switched to the right cockpit mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's actually 7. Wow. No, 6. Still 6. Okay. Second, I thought I had 7 pieces there. That's actually a pretty good split.
Cargo scoop deployed.
That guy. Bet you can't pick him up backwards. Oh, come on. Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
If you are done out there, don't forget to wipe your feet on the way in. We just waxed these floors.
Wait. Oh, I didn't target it. I was like, why didn't you pick it up? Should be able to pick him up without targeting him. Or send some limpets out for him from the buggy. That'll be cool. Oh, I can't wait for that new ship to come out. Let's see, jump range. 500 light years. Let's see, there were good mats to get at the last CGs and data as well. Oh, yeah, I know. God, I missed. They did some good CGs in that last run, that last few runs that they did. That's why it kept me so busy. I wasn't able to get out and actually go collect them. Let's see, jump range is 500 light years, and it's a big butt. I get a lot of big butts. The jump, you basically get in queue for jumping it, and depending on how many jumping FCs and where you land queue, it can take 15 minutes to. Wow! Wow. Damn, I did not know that. Yeah, I don't know too much about the carriers. I really don't. I just knew that it had a pretty good jump range. I watched a little bit of the worlds, the what was that called? Not the Outer Worlds. That Distant Worlds. That's it. I watched a few of that. Didn't really pay. What's that? Oh, that's
Are you
ship.
done? Shall I warm up the engines, Commander?
So I watched them jumping and stuff like that. That's when I was like, oh man, that's what you need to jump. But I did not know it took that long to. Oops. That long to jump, or you had to wait into a queue. I had another one over here. I was blinded. Actually, I kind of found a hot spot here. A little more than I thought. I'll try picking up backwards. I think you can if targeted, but I just didn't have it targeted. Can't target it unless you're looking at it. Here, I'm gonna test this one out. When I was in here yesterday, they had one piece would be like stuck in the air, and I'd have to thrust up to get it. Oh wait, that's unmarked. Oh wait, nope. I'm gonna test backing up over it. Did I miss it? Oh shit, did it disappear? I think it disappeared on me. Yep. I might have destroyed it. Oh, radar. Lost my radar for a sec.
I think I might have forgotten to pay the space toll at our last port of call. I hope they don't send space cops after us.
Don't need no space cops. Don't need no stinking cops. One more for that. I've got something over here, which is probably my ship, so I'm not going to go that way. Oh, yeah, I can target from the left side. I didn't even think about that. Thanks for reminding me of that one. Didn't even really think about that. it's funny, I use it every once in a while, but then I just totally forget it's there. I gotta see how this streams with my Oculus. I haven't tried it. I'm afraid it's gonna be like too much movement if I stream with it on. But I miss playing this with in VR. There we go. Oh, a little lower than I thought I was. Let's go backwards. Yeah, I've got to get I think I've got most. I just don't have my left and right program. I can go to my turret.
Just checked the ship's oxygen levels.
Can't remember what. Oh,
seems okay.
I got everything pretty much controlled from the turret view, except for I can control the turret.
Way,
but I forgot to program my left and right, so I can't go left and right. I know it only takes a second to do it, but I haven't been in to do it. Alright, what do we got? We got something over here. I love running the buggies or the SRVs. They're so fun. Especially when you're on the big ass mountains or the cliffs and shit like that where you can jump them. I'm just collecting whatever to trade right now. I'm looking for arsenic. I'll need a lot of arsenic right now. And that's been difficult to find, even though it's supposed to have quite a bit here. But I'm okay with trading down, so I'm just kind of collecting whatever right now. I'm low on like everything. Like everything. So for me right now, I don't care what I get. I'm just collecting. I will be hitting some Guardian sites and stuff like that coming up because I need some stuff for them. Plus, I need to find some keys like I was looking for before because I want to get the little Guardian fighters. But right now, I'm trying to get my drives upgraded on most of my ships, and I'm thinking about doing multi-cannons. I really love the multi-cannons. I know they're not the most badass thing in game, but they're just fun. I just love firing the multi-cannons.
Spot a Thargoid.
Again, I do everything for the fun of it, so I don't care if they're not the best thing. They're just fun. So I'm gonna max them out, but I don't know what to get on them if I do it. And then definitely I want to do one beam laser, and then obviously all my power systems I want to get upgraded. So I kind of just want to do everything, but I'm really low on that totem pole of engineered stuff, and I haven't even. I mean, although I've opened up a few of the engineers. I won't say most, but a few of the engineers I've opened up, I haven't actually gone and seen them. You're close. Where you at? Right there. Runs that. On the side. I know the gravity, but it takes so long for these things to hit the ground. I should be able to pick up both of them in one hit. Oh, see, one of them disappeared. And I know it didn't pick it up. Oh, I got a new material. Polonium. That right there probably tells you how much I collect mats if I'm getting new materials still.
Commander, we seem to have an infestation of space hamsters on board. I suggest we make a run for it before they take over the ship.
Didn't drop too much. And I destroyed one in the process of picking it up. It's weird. Sometimes it'll fire fine, and then sometimes it won't. Without any power on it. Oh, not that one. That one right there. Glad this thing has a good turn radius. Definitely like the scarab over the scorpion. Although I haven't been in much combat, so I don't know how much better the scorpion. I know it's tough as hell. I did a planet run with both of these guys, jumping as far as I could just for the fun of it. Actually it was a live stream that nobody watched actually, but I had a blast with it. That scorpion though didn't do shit. It wasn't doing hardly anything. Heavy and slow. Almost spun around. So got a few big hits. Let's go this way.
I just remembered we forgot to pack the spacesuits. Don't worry, I'm sure the vacuum of space won't be too bad.
Almost to it. Pretty good. Usually I'm destroyed the SRV by now. That's why I bring like 4 of them with me. Oop, too far away. And of course you won't fire now. Hit the ground. About to say, I figured there was something there. I thought I saw some nickel. Nickel and diamond me here. I know. So dry, so dry. I thought one popped up over here. I didn't see it. Yeah, it must have disappeared. Alright, there was something popping up on the radar. There it is. System 36601 and then farm crystal. That's what I was looking for, was crystal shards. That would be for the arsenic. C1A.
Shoot it again.
Where you get polonium, and there are more planets in that system for high grade mats. Oh, really? Okay. but it is a travel of around. Oh, yeah. I think I'll definitely take. In fact, I'm going to put it in the notes right now. Oh, wrong mouse. Grab two mice here. I'll put that one in the notes here. So what is that? HIP 36601? HIP 36601. And that was C1A. Okay. Alright, that's in the notes. There we go. Did I pass up what I was going for? There was something on radar here a second ago. There it is. Alright, that one's in the notes, and I will definitely check that one out. But fill up on those, and you can trade down for... Yeah, that's what I figured. That's why I'm kind of just collecting everything, because then I can trade and get what I need. I just figured I'd stock up on as much stuff as I could. Even for the amount of time that I've actually played the game, I never really went out collecting mats. Ever. I mean, I always just did combat and play around, did the missions, things like that. I never really cared about engineering. I said it was one of them things where I didn't mind the challenge of trying to kill something, and I didn't mind dying and all that all the time. All the time. Not that much, actually, but... I actually do pretty decent in combat. But I'm not
convinced that the only reason we haven't encountered any space whales is because they're too busy singing songs.
But I'm
in the
not
depths of space.
awesome by any means. Not like these guys who fly FA off constantly and can take you out in like 20 seconds or less. $150 light seconds from the sun. SCO is recommended. Oh yeah, no, I've definitely got SCO. That is still a long trip out there. Yeah, I think even the crate I'm in should be able to do pretty decent with that. I mean, it's not quite half the jump range that I'm looking for, but I mean, it'd still take a little bit longer time. All right, what do we got? This way? We'll go this way. We need to turn. Here we go. Nice and straight. Charge. Sometimes you just cannot control that landing. Because you do not shoot where it tells you. Really? You don't shoot where it tells you. You manually aim at the small spiky bits that stick out of the shards. Best ship for it is a Mandalay engineered for exploration. Yeah, I've got my Mandalay. I don't have it really engineered up. Hence looking for mats, obviously. That's what I'm doing now. But yeah, I'll get it upgraded, and that's a good idea. Is definitely get out there to do that. That's why I put it in the notes for sure.
I'm thinking of starting a space band. I'll be on the Krait Mk II. Want to join?
Oh yeah, no. Every ship that I get now that doesn't have a fuel scoop, 100% fuel scoop is put on it. First thing. I learned my. Were you in here when I got stuck in that one system and had to blow myself up? I don't remember if you were here or not. I had just started the stream and forgot to put a fuel scoop on and got stuck. And then I just self-destructed. There we go. Best jump range I've got right now is like, I want to say 49, 50, no, 60 on my, somewhere close to 60 on my Caspian. on my Caspian Explorer. That's the first one I've upgraded the FSD on. I thought it was going to hang that one again. I took my FSD out to Felicity, I believe. I mean, not my FSD. I took my Caspian out to Felicity and upgraded that and the thrusters. And I pinned the FSD. I didn't pin thrusters. I'm going to pin my thrusters when I see... I forgot who does that one. Yeah, you were here. That was... that sucked so bad. I was like, that's what you get for not being prepared. Oh, come on. I know there's one there. There it is. Target for me. Alright, that's all of that one. Everything's going to be in here.
If
I'm
aliens
actually
ever
finding
come
quite a
aboard our
bit.
ship, just remember that the emergency
Came out
escape
here
pods are
yesterday or
fully
the day
stocked with
before
snacks.
just to kind of test things. And I didn't find hardly anything. There wasn't anything out here. But I'm in a different crater now, so... Alright, that's something over here. Oh, that was a smooth landing. That would knock out quite a few pieces. That should be a commercial. Fuel scoop. Don't leave home without it. I forgot what kind of commercial that was. I don't know if you're as old as I am, but we used to have a commercial that said something about don't leave home without it. I can't remember what it was. Whatever it was, don't leave home without it. I think it was insurance or something. Yeah, that's the thing. I had the stream I did with the buggies, running them around, just playing and jumping and stuff on. I don't remember the name of the planet, but it's like one of the most extreme planets out here that has like incredibly deep gulches and everything in it. And I was trying to jump them and stuff in it. But it was such a rocky planet that I couldn't land the Caspian hardly anywhere.
Or maybe it was just a really big
It took
space fish
forever.
wearing a
It
whale
literally
costume.
took me like 10 minutes to land the Caspian because I couldn't find a landing spot. And I'm just barely moving it. And I finally get it to land. To get to Chloe, though, you have to unlock Marco Quint. Oh, okay. Oh, that's who does the other thrusters. Okay. Yeah, I've got them unlocked, I believe. I just haven't visited them yet. I wanted to get all the mats and stuff, and that's why I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to collect as many mats as possible, and then I'll start hitting them, and then I can do all my upgrades the way I want them. And that'll definitely make a difference the way I did it there. Okay, well, this didn't have to switch my power over. Where you at? There you are. really wish we had limpets on these things. But it wouldn't hold that many, considering I think what, you only can hold 4 tons on one of these guys. Alright, that's it for that one. Let's see, anything on the radar? Nothing on the radar. It's in the Mandalay, but it is so much easier with the, oh, yeah. And the Caspian's got a lot more storage too. But I guess the Caspian is just more of a super long range, you know, just to get out there. Whereas the Mandalay is a lot more forgiving in the aspect of definitely landing on planets and being able to do more of a multi-role function while you're exploring with that big jump range it's got. Okay, I have nothing on the radar.
I heard the Alliance is now selling bumper stickers that say honk if you love peace and quiet.
Something back this way. Radar. Oh, there goes something over here. Ooh! I hit that one a little hard. Guess I should have jumped back into cockpit sooner. Getting a little cocky there. Oh, that view's kind of cool. It almost looks like you can drive onto the rings.
Hull integrity now at 79%.
Oh, that's right. That's true. You don't. That's true. No, I was thinking about for limpets. Like if you could have limpets on your buggy so you could just have them pick up everything so you don't have to use the cargo scoot, it would speed things up a lot. But you wouldn't have the cargo space to carry the limpets. And nothing on the radar. Some little light stuff. Something out here. Anything this way? Nope. Got 1, 2 notches over this way. That looks further out. I think I may have gotten everything in here in the canyon here. What about res sites? You get a lot of mats in the res sites? I haven't. I mean, the only times I've been to the res sites is just either mine or, and I've only done a little bit of mining, but I always went to them for combat to hunt down pirates. I never really did any mat hunting in them. So for me, that would be interesting to know if you can find good mats in the res sites. Oh yeah, I know. I was just saying if you could, it would be cool if you could have like some mini limpets built into it, a whole bunch of them. But regular limpets, obviously, you couldn't.
How about we stretch our legs a bit?
You couldn't use because of the cargo space. Not to mention the SRV doesn't have them, obviously. It wouldn't work. But it would be cool because it'd be so much faster to pick these things up. And they could fly and catch them in the air rather than waiting for them to hit the ground. I did finally get to use the detailed surface scanners and scan the planets. That one I did with this. I've never used it before, and I finally started to use it. But I still have never used the system scanner. I mean, I've opened it, but I've never used it. So that's another thing new thing coming up for me. Never had the need for it. Never did really any major exploration, so I never had a need to use it. You can get mats while mining. Yeah, I figured you could get the mats while mining. The rock types for whichever mat you need. Yeah, I did practice a little bit of mining not too long ago in my purple rock eater, which is that type 11, I think, the type 11, that newer one. And I picked up the mining version of that. Well, that one is a miner, but I picked that one up. And that was fun. I blew apart an asteroid. That was like one of the coolest things ever. I kind of got used to mining and doing the little mini games in it. That was kind of fun. I expected mining to be really boring, but it ended up being a little more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Quick status update. Our engines are running at optimal efficiency, and our fuel levels are at 98.1%.
And you don't realize how large these craters are until you start trying to get through them. Fastest way is 36601. You know what? I'm definitely going to head out there, and I'll make sure I put that in the description of the video, so that way you know that you're the one that suggested that one to me, so it'll show up there. You get full credit for whatever I find in that thing. As soon as I get my ships good enough to get out there and back in a decent amount of time. Oh, I know, it was so fun. I loved that. I didn't record. I think I recorded it, but I never put up the video. It was literally just like my first time ever trying it. And it did take a couple of times to do it. Really, I haven't tried laser mining yet. Although I've got my crate that I came here with is still set up fully for that. The only thing I've taken off was there was one mining tool I took off, but it wasn't anything that had to do with the laser mining. Hopefully it wasn't something I really needed for it, but that's alright, I could always throw it back on. Okay. I've got it in the notes for sure right now, so all I gotta do is plug it into Inara. Or, actually, I don't have to plug it in Inara, I can just plug it into the system map.
Do you think the engineers would be upset if we asked them to build a coffee maker that works in zero gravity?
I just tried, this week I set up, have you heard of Elite Intel? I downloaded that. It's one of the guys on YouTube somewhere has been advertising it. Looked like it was pretty good. A few people tried it, said it was awesome. I put it in. It worked okay, but it needs a push to talk. And it doesn't have as much interaction as kind of advertised, I guess I could say. I'd asked it a lot of questions and it really couldn't answer them. It just kept saying I don't have enough information. But it did the job. It was basically Elite Copilot, but with a little bit of extra things, and it did control almost anything you told it to do to the ship. It would do without hardly any problems. But I have most of my stuff on buttons, so I don't really need that part of the function. So I use macros for that. It can be busy system. Okay, yeah. I'm in solo most of the time anyway, although I do want to get into doing some more open play. But I kind of wanted to at least have some engineered armor a little bit of engineered ship, some stuff like that. So at least I stand a chance to get out of trouble if I get into it. Go to this side first.
If I had a credit for every time I had to recalculate our route due to a star's gravity well, we could probably retire already.
I don't mind getting into a scuffle and seeing if I could survive, but kind of want to escape if I can. When I realize I'm losing, oh shit, I'm losing. Picked up a few. Aw, figures. Give me one blast. Damn, y'all are spreading apart. I have got to fix my throttle. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but I've got it in the center function section, or center function mode, so when it's in the center, you know, I push it forward, I go forward, and from center back, I go back. But it doesn't give you much throw either way, so everything's amplified. But I need to put in a reverse, use the reverse button for it. That's what I used to use, but I thought I'd try this. It works good for making small corrections or some corrections really quickly, but I think I'd rather go back to getting used to that button for reverse. Give me a lot better control over my speed.
Attention, Commander. We have detected
Plus, I'm going
a fleet of
back and
space
forth
ducks in the
between different
vicinity.
sticks.
Repeat,
I
space
just like
ducks.
playing with different
Do you
sticks all the
copy?
time. Okay, don't take that the wrong way. Yeah, that could be misconstrued. I'm doing some reviews on all my controllers, actually. I have a pretty decent collection. And I was going to do a big review video, which I started, but then I actually filmed it, everything, was going to put it up, but then I decided I'll wait until I get moved, and then I'm going to refilm it because I'll have a much better spot to film, and it'll be a little bit better quality. So I figured it's worth waiting for the quality rather than just rushing it up again. Let's see. Saw a good one during... I don't do too much PvP. Yeah, I haven't done hardly any in this game. Long time ago I did. It can be fun, but there are also so many scammers that will challenge you, but then suddenly their friends disappear. Scammers? What you mean by scammers that challenge you? How would they scam you? Saw a good one during Station CG. 2 gankers were blocking a station from the inside. Commander flew in and threw my... that's the way to do it. Even though they shot him to my... That would be fun. Yeah, even getting blown up with that one would be worth the watch for that. Mines are like really a good weapon. I never thought that the mines would be such a good weapon. But I've seen people use them for so much stuff.
I'm a space pirate for the next hour.
And they do
Anyone
a
want to join my
ton
crew?
of damage.
Ahoy, me mateys.
Oh, it disappeared. Dang it. When they're so close, sometimes you destroy one apparently. Should have one more. Nope. See, one's disappeared. I had another one over here, but it's not showing up now. Okay, let's find the next one. It's out this way. They call you out to oh, and then shortly after that they get more friends, and then it's 3 against 1. Yeah, I can see that. That's where I want to be ready to be able to take a few hits and then jump out of there if they don't lock me up or chase me down. That was kind of the old school way. You'd get a few people on you and then they'd track you through jump. I mean, with the scanner, with the damn it, what's it called? The wave scanner, or no, the shoot. Oh, can't think of it. You know what I'm talking about. They'd scan your wake scanner. There, I was close. I was started with a W there. They'd scan your wake and then catch up with it in the system, but I'd have to jump like 3 systems and then they'd disappear. But it'd still run you out of the system. I can't wait to actually get back into the open play a little bit so I can run into some more people. Hopefully good people. I know in this game there is a lot of good people that you run into. It's not really saturated with a bunch of assholes running everywhere.
Your hotness,
Like a lot of games
with a breathable atmosphere
with
and no
PvP.
hostile life forms. But before we go there, let's take a vote. Who wants to play a game of space trivia instead?
People in here tend to be a little more mature most of the time. Heat sink's best defense. Oh, you're talking about going dark and then just using heat sinks, keep them from locking you up? Is that what you mean by that? Two way over there on the right, 3 in the middle. Two here. Well, this one dropped quite a bit. Didn't lock onto that one. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, there you go. That one. That one. One more. That time I got all of them. Sweet. Yeah, they can't lock on you while you're cold. Okay. Yeah, that would be good to have. Just make sure I have a lot of heat sinks to defend with. I've never actually flown going dark. Actually, I never really thought about doing it when I was in combat. I'd pop heat sinks just to cool it off, especially in the damn Kestrel. I love that Kestrel, but man,
I'm pretty sure that star we just passed is actually a giant
the way I
space
have it
disco
set
ball.
up right now,
Let's
because
turn
it's
up
not
the space
engineered,
music
I
and
don't have
party.
anything really changed in it. That thing overheats like crazy. So if you get a warning from an ED Copilot, as an example, about a coming interdiction pop a heatsink. If you do get an interdicted and lose it, pop heatsink, they bail out. Oh, really? Sweet. Thank you for the info. Seriously, man, I'm learning a lot. I didn't really think about that. That makes a big difference. I knew they wouldn't really lock on you, but I thought they could still shoot you if you were in the area. I didn't know if you were completely blind to them or not. I use it a lot, even for solo PvE interdictions. I always carry at least 2 heatsink launchers. I typically have 2 heatsink launchers as well. but usually for cooling rather than just running, popping them for defense like that, which is a much better idea. At typos. I don't feel bad. I'm like the worst typer and writer ever. I still have to look at the keyboard to type. I cannot type without looking at my keyboard. I can do it quickly though. I can type quickly, but I just can't do it without looking at my keyboard. Actually, I could do some words, I guess. Some things here and there. They will get misspelled, almost guaranteed.
Do you think aliens have their own version of Netflix? I bet they have some crazy space dramas.
Definitely, though. Thanks for letting me know on that how to shoot them spiky things off of the crystals, because I would have just shot the crystals. I didn't know how. I wouldn't have figured that out. Well, I'd have probably figured it out. And if I couldn't figure it out, I'd have looked it up. But definitely nice to know that. Because I'd have tried to shoot it at first, I'm sure, the way you do these guys. That's what I'm laying to do. I almost feel like I'm a construction crew backing up and going forward there doing something. Glad you don't lose mats when you die, though. Because I type too fast, so I get extra. Yeah. That's kind of what I do, even looking at the keyboard. What time is it? 8:19. Let's see. Get plenty of mats here. I was thinking about going to a Haz-Res, or a res or something, and trying to just get something, or maybe try to kill a few ships and get some mats from them. But I'm actually on a decent roll picking up mats here, so I think maybe the next time I go out I'll do that. Just do planet-based mats today, then head out next time and do some ship killing, or try to do some ship killing, or some ship dying in the process. That happens a lot. Best laid plans just don't tend to work out sometimes. Target, did you? Oh, I lost you too. No. Alright, where do we got? Next ones. Okay, same thing. It's going to be off to the right. Actually, I don't know. This is looking forward and right. Looks like I've got two over here. This is probably one of the only games that I play that's fun grinding. I mean, I know the mat thing is kind of a grind, but just driving the buggy around is just fun. It's relaxing too. It just gives you a nice relaxing feel just collecting mats and
You know what they
chilling,
about
driving
black holes,
around.
right?
It's kind of
Once
fun.
you
Even
cross
a little
the
bit of
event
role
horizon,
play.
you're never coming back.
Just kind of makes it. It doesn't feel like work, you know. Like a lot of games, it just makes it drags it out, makes it feel like work. This one's just so much more fun doing it. Whoops. I wish we had the stabilizer on the camera when it's doing this. There's that planet right there. Oops, rock. And the visuals. Can't beat them. Well, you can sometimes, but... I named my SRV upside down for a reason. Ooh, that rock looked different. Manganese. There, and one behind me. If it's still here. Oh no, you're another
Just
pile.
a quick update. We've been in deep space for so long that I'm starting to forget what boobies look like. Or maybe I never knew in the first place.
Left side to right side. Looks like that's what's going to drop first. That one. Yeah, I've been trying to work out a schedule to get everything done, but with all this stuff that's... Whoop, damn it! I untargeted it. All my stuff in real life's been kind of kicking me back, so I decided to wait till we get our move done, which should happen the beginning of next month. And then about a couple days after that, I should be streaming and everything on a schedule and getting everything worked out. Should have a lot more fun because I get a room to mess with instead of this tiny little garage I'm in. Alright, nothing on radar that way. I got something over here. There we go. So do you mostly just play Elite, or do you do anything with any other simulators, racing sims, anything like that? I tend to do some racing sims, iRacing, Assetto Corsa, stuff like that. Flight sims, mess around with them too. Kind of switch up every couple weeks. I'll do a race or two, or a few races during the week. Then come in here, mess around in here. I've just kind of been addicted to Elite lately after they did all their changes. I can't bring myself to get into Star Citizen. I keep trying. Don't get me wrong, I like it and I hope it succeeds, but for the price of the ships and everything, it's just killer. I mean, I have 2 ships. They were the basic from the Kickstarter, but I don't know, they keep doing so much changes to it. I hate that they're losing the settings and their control setup is crazy hard. I just don't want to go in and every time I try to set up everything for the controls, they're so mislabeled, mismatched. Just so hard to set it up. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know it's possible, and there's people out there that love it, do it. I'm not knocking it by any means. Well, maybe a little bit, because I just don't like the pricing model of it. Ark Survival. I tried Ark Survival at one point, but for some reason the graphics were really screwy on it. And I've got a decent system. Actually, I've got a really good system, but it wasn't... Something was weird with the graphics and I couldn't get it to work properly. Now, that's not to say it wouldn't work now if I tried to reinstall it. Conan Exiles. I've got a Conan Exiles, but I have not tried it. I've been playing Dune Awakening quite a bit. Subnautica 1 and 2. Thought about doing that one. I have played World of Warships. Only the free stuff. I won't buy a ship or do anything, buy any ships in that. Hogwarts Legacy single player. I know that one's single player.
Attention
I
all
don't
crew
know if
members.
I got that one
Please
or not.
report to the cargo hold for our weekly dance party. All moves
Yeah,
must be zero
and same
gravity
here.
friendly.
It kind of just depends on what I feel like playing a lot of times. Sometimes I feel like jumping in Dune. Sometimes I feel like jumping in here, and sometimes I just really feel like racing. That's why on my channel I've got 3 different... This channel that I'm building, I have 4 different playlists, and one of them's space and stuff. I forgot what they're called, but space and stuff, and then the other one's racing, then adventure games, and then basically how-tos and reviews, because I love to do reviews and how-tos and teach people how to set up their sticks and all that stuff when I learn how to do it. And it's always stuff that I have trouble with, so I know that other people do too. So I'll put a video up for that. Like the AB6 setup, that wasn't out there. It was hard to find anything on setting it up for space sims because they don't have any telemetry to use for it. So it was really difficult to figure out how to get it set up and work properly in Elite. But figured it out, got that set up, and did a video for that. So yeah, it is. It's a freaking money grab. I get that they want the money for development, but it's a game that is, I mean, they've literally made more money than these large, I mean, than the large AAA publishers. And yet, you're looking at 14 years, I believe now, and they're still in alpha. I know they're building their own stuff and all that stuff. I don't mean to hit a nerve on anybody else, watching this, because I think it looks great when it does work, and if they ever do finish the thing, I'm sure it'll be great.
Your onboard AI
and I'll
is
be in there with you.
An existential crisis. Please
But right
reassure
now,
it that
there's
it
no
has a
way in
purpose
hell I'm
life.
spending that kind of money on ships. I love the way Elite Dangerous does it. The ships are affordable. It makes you want to buy the ships in the Ark store because they are at an affordable range. And I think they get a lot more people buying them that way, instead of paying $3,000 to frickin' $3,000 for a ship. In real money. That's crazy. I have a friend of mine who's super into it, and he's got quite a bit invested in it. We jump in there every once in a while together and just mess around when they do them shows and look at stuff. Or I'll jump in and just mess around with a ship here and there. But just with basic controls, I won't do a major ship setup because It always gets erased or changed or something. They just passed or are about to pass a billion. I know. I think they passed it already. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. Yeah, I think they passed the bill mark. Because the last time I heard, it was like a few months ago, at least 3 or 4 months ago, they were talking about just about to pass the bill mark. So it's quite possible they did. Come on, target. There you go.
Did you
They
know
got
that the universe
this
is
last thing that
expanding?
this last patch they did was
Even our
supposed to
problems
fix
are
a whole
getting
bunch of
farther away
stuff,
from
add a
us.
whole bunch of stuff, and I know it screwed up a bunch of stuff. And then now the elevators are still trapping people, losing gear and all kinds of stuff. I mean, again, I know it's not a game yet; it's just still an alpha early access. So nobody eat me up for that. I just can't justify it for myself. Ooh, nothing popping up. There we go, there we go, forward. This way, something's out here. Yeah. I mean, well, the price games are these days. I mean, these days you're looking at. Oh wait, I'm almost out of fuel, aren't I? Oh no, I'm not too bad. Yeah, the price of games these days going up to $70, $79 just for a regular game. I mean, well, anywhere from $69 to $79 just for the regular version of the game is crazy. I know it's costing more to develop games and longer and stuff like that, but that price is just ridiculous, and you don't even own the game. And they can cut the servers down. In Europe they're doing a big court battle right now on making game producers or publishers state how long that they will definitely keep the servers open, or guarantee that the servers will stay open, so that people know if there's any issues, and they won't, something happens somewhere down the line, that they have to keep the servers open until a specific time so people don't lose money. That's not coming out the way I want it to come out of my mouth, but I think you get the gist. The gist, not the gist. Yeah. Just the test game for Squadron 42, the gameplay I used to enjoy the Star Citizen. Yeah. Yeah. And everybody, I know a lot of people are talking about, oh, Star Citizens, they're working on it, it's going to be awesome. You know, and when Squadron 42 comes out, they're all like, yeah, they're going to pull all these people off of Squadron 42 and stick them on Star Citizen to get Star Citizen up and going, but that's not going to happen. They're going to go straight into a Squadron 42 Part 2 or Squadron 42 2 or whatever, Squadron 43 or whatever it would be. If it's successful, do you think they're seriously not going to make another Squadron 42? Because the groundwork's already there. All they have to do is change up missions and places, and they're set. So they're going to keep everybody on that and do that. So I don't think you'll have as many people working on Star Citizen as what everybody thinks there's going to be. Which is going to suck. I mean, they really need to get to work on Star Citizen.
what they say.
That's what happens when I look
Commander,
up at the chat.
in space, nobody can hear you honk.
And if you're watching this and you love Star Citizen, I'm not knocking Star Citizen. I love every space game that works. And I really hope it works, comes out good. I've actually backed it from the Kickstarter, so it's just not there yet. It's just a tech demo at the moment. And I'm also afraid that that's Squadron 42 is gonna have a buttload of just cutscenes. It's just gonna be you're gonna have hours of cut screens in the what they said it was gonna be like 18 hours long or something, or 30 hours just I think is what they said actually. And I'm afraid there's going to be a whole bunch of cutscene and just a lot of the same corridor fighting kind of stuff in it. So I hope not. But they've spent a lot of money and a lot of in the voiceovers with having all the famous talent for it. So I hope they don't think that they've got to put a bunch into that and not actually put the gameplay, especially when everybody just wants to fly. And the ground combat's not the thing everybody's going to it for. They're going for the ship combat. Oh, and another thing, I don't know, it got me going on this one, I swear. I don't normally get going like this on something like that, but I am. No, I forgot what it was. What was I going to say? Crap.
You know what's funny? We're going thousands of light years to explore the galaxy and still can't find a decent cup of coffee.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. A lot of people aren't thinking about how toxic the PvP in this is going to be when it first starts. When they finally do release it, you're talking about a fully open, non-choosable, you can't go PvE at all in it. It's straight PvP. So you're going to have a ton of people that are going to be pissed off losing their ships left and right so fast because the system's not huge, the galaxy's not huge, and you've got thousands of people playing it. So they're going to be you're just going to be overwhelmed by people just destroying you, being pirates, just taking over your ship just because they can. It's going to be chaos the first few months until they can work out how things go. And I know there's penalties for things, but people aren't going to care about that. I don't think so much, especially when they can and will have the means, especially if they put the money into the ships. Yep, the microtransactions. You know there's going to be microtransactions. I mean, hell, they've got full-on super macro gigantic transactions right now. They're definitely going to add microtransactions. Oh, now that would suck. I think people would be disappointed in that if you didn't get to finish the scene or whatever, or the mission or whatever it was you needed to do. But I did hear somebody say something like that as well. You're not the first one that I've heard actually say that. Oh, come on, target it. Oh, you're not going to target it because I don't have you targeted.
Do you think aliens ever look up at the stars and wonder if we exist?
manganese. Look for that one. That was a quick one. I think the next thing they really need to focus on in that one is the NPCs. They need NPC crews so that people can fly their big ships. Oh, and that's another thing about it. Is not everybody, I mean, there's not going to be that many people who want to just be an engineer in the ship or do one of them useless jobs. Everybody's going to want to be the pilot or the gunner. So you've got ships that need a crew of 15 to 20 people to run a ship. I may be exaggerating. No, there are ships that need that much. But I mean, if you have a ship that needs 4 people or 5 people to run it, you're going to have 3 people that are going to be bored out of their mind most likely sometimes. Because they don't get to fly and have the combat or get into the combat. Something this way. I do like the flight physics in Elite way better than Star Citizen. The flight physics seem to be a lot better. I just wish it was quicker. Kind of like the Kestrel, how the Kestrel moves. That I think most ships should be able to move like, and then the Kestrel should be faster than in a way, because it's so much fun to be able to have your ship flip around and do some really quick maneuvering. I think they should do a rework on maybe a little bit of the ship movement in a lot of the ships, but some are just about right, perfect. Kestrel's really good. I like the way the Kestrel's set up. I think they did a great job on that one. Got 2 up here. One closer than the other. One over to the right, and one over to the left. You're hiding behind the rocks, aren't you? Okay, you're not hiding behind the rocks. Are you in the rock? Where the hell are you? I think it's inside the rock. Yep, it's not coming out. I think that's a glitch. Ha! I found one inside a rock. Double check. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's get moving. Yep, it's inside the rock. Look at that. Hoping for a new SRV and oh, I know they did that Nomad thing. The Nomad looks cool though. It's a neat ship. We don't have a landing vessel like that yet, so that's cool. But I think they realize now though. Everybody wants, or not, I won't say everybody, but a lot of people want a new SRV. Something different. I don't know what you could come up with, but it would be really cool. A new SRV would be awesome. But when they did that first tease, everybody started guessing SRV. And I think with that, there's kind of in a way, a testing ground. They're like, hey, people want an SRV. So maybe they will come up with an SRV. That would be nice. Okay. I'll check that next time. In fact, I may go back to that one and check it. Oh, I do have one more right there. Right there. Polonium. I also have another one on the left over there. Alright, let's see if this works. Let's see, contacts, bronzite, chondrite. Yeah, it's targeted. It's there. It's just not gettable. Stuck in a rock. Okay. Something back that way. Nope, it was over here to the left. It's something over here to the left. Helps if I put all the power to engines.
You know what's weird? We're traveling through space at thousands of kilometers per second, but it feels like we're just sitting here. It's like space is the ultimate lazy river.
That's true, yeah, because when you get four, it only has 4 tons. I mean, you can only pick up 4 things and you're done. Oh, that hurt.
Hull integrity now at 58%.
Did not see that rock. Get a pretty good run time on the fuel. Too much. Y'all gonna stay floating in the air or come down to the ground? Alright. Oop. Target, target, target. Oh. Hey, you'll have to, you don't have to, but you can invite me on, wait, did I not target that? Come on, target, there it goes. In Elite, and I'll accept it. That way, if you're in there when I do finally get in there to open or something like that, then maybe I can run with you, learn a little bit more for a little bit. Let's see. More cargo space. Oh, we already did that one. Okay. Yeah, I accept any friend, any pretty much any friend invites in there. I'm mostly in solo play though, but when I do get to the point I go into open, definitely gonna want to hang out with people who that I'm not gonna get destroyed by.
I just found out that the engineers have been using the wrong kind of duct tape on the hull. No wonder we've been having so many
Target
problems.
more than one piece at a. That's what I want. That's what I was saying earlier. I mean, you got to keep targeting it. You should be able to just hit the button and all of them are targeted, and then you can just kind of go around and scoop them up. Or at least just scoop them up without even being targeted. No, it's better to have them targeted. Now, if you're going to do it, have a button that targets all. There you go. A target all button. Okay, Frontier. I said it right there. I don't know how many... I know Frontier's never going to see one of my videos, but there you go. We need a target all button so we can just drive over or pick it up. Same thing with flying. Target all. Or target all mats or target all supplies or anything like that that you can get from the ships. And you can just fly around, pick them up if you need. Yeah. I used to play group play with my friend, the one that does Star Citizen now a lot, or is in the Star Citizen. He doesn't play it much, he's just waiting for it. But I used to play, well, I still do play with him pretty much every weekend. But in different games. But he used to play Elite with me a little bit, but he's given up on it. He won't even come in to try it, even since they've done all the upgrades. He won't come in and even mess around with it with me anymore. I've had a few missions that would have been really cool, or some of these CGs would have been really nice with a partner. Oh, look at that arsenic! Yay! Looks like gold. For a second there, I was like, did I just get some gold?
Want to play a game to pass the time? I spy with my little eye.
Going for mats, so I doubt it. Ooh, something right over here.
We have a friend request from Commander Neo Anderson 08.
Yep, it's Ronin Archer. It's the same. Ooh, got quite a few out of that one. Get that one first since it's closer. Oh, see, that second one disappeared that was beside it. Every time it does that, when one's that close, I have to check, make sure it's not picking up both. I don't think it is. I think it's destroying one. Alright, next. In Elite, I am Commander Neo. Alright. Oh, there it is up at the top. Look at that. One pending friend request. Check. There we go. Got it, man. Thanks. Sweet. That is cool.
Commander, I have a joke for you.
Appreciate that.
Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
Alright, not seeing anything. Anything anywhere? A few there. There's a couple of spikes. Oh, right over here. You're welcome. Thank you. Don't hit the rock. There we go. I'm getting close to my... I'm not that close. About 20 minutes. Maybe a little less. We'll see. Wife's going to be getting home shortly. Not that I have to go when she gets home, but I like to spend time with her, you know. Real life stuff like that's a little more important than gaming for me. She's been at work all day, so when she gets home, like to spend a little time. Let her relax. Alright, I am not going anywhere toward anything. Nothing, 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 nothing. There was something. Saw a couple of spikes.
Just a heads up, I have strategically placed a rubber chicken in the cockpit.
There's
Safety
one
first,
somewhere this way. It's very light right now. Oh, oh, oh. Rarely use the same names. Oh, for long-time harassment. So now it's harder for
Commander
people.
Neil
Oh,
Anderson 08
that makes
has gone
sense.
offline.
It does. It does. I used to, and I kind of still have a few that are different. But since I'm trying to build this channel, I just, you know, when I started this, not too long ago, but started building a little bit and doing the streaming and stuff. I tried to conglomerate, tried to damn, man, my brain's not working. It's getting a little late for me, I guess. But I tried to put everything together so that it would be easier and that people could actually see me in game, and hopefully nobody will mess with me. They don't have to change my damn name and everything. But that's all right. I'm in here for the fun of it, so I don't fret it too much. It's like everything disappeared. Oh, there we go. But right when I start to say everything disappeared, I get something that pops up. Oh, yeah. That's the only reason I started putting all my names together. I started renaming everything. And then I had the choice. I was like, do I want to do Archer or do I want to do Ronin Archer? Then I decided Ronin Archer, but I'll just say Archer when I'm doing stuff. So yeah, there we go. That's how I kind of came up with mine. And I've used the name Ronin since games started. I mean, literally since you could put your name in a game.
Let's
So,
make sure Thargoids only haunt
I mean,
nightmares,
I've
not
been
the
gaming
stars.
since Pong. I mean, literally the first console, Pong. The first PC, TRS-80s, VIC-20s, Commodore 64s, Commodore 128s. I mean, hell, all the way back then. And anything that I put my name in was always Ronin. So I've had that name forever. I just kind of started adding the Archer. Because there's so many people using Ronin now. And there's still a lot of people using Archer, but combining them, not so bad. But downside is that it can be hard for people to remember that are Sander and Neo. Yeah, that's true. Love when you get a vista like that on the horizon and you know that it's actually there moving through space and not just walk. I know, right? It's freaking. I'm missing Commodore 64. Yep. I remember that. I actually learned to program on that. I don't program anymore. I don't do coding or anything. But I did program a couple of games on the Commodore 64. But yeah, hey, What is it? Aaron Royce? Am I saying that right? I know it's got the 2 R's, so it looks like it's Aaron Royce. But yeah, no, I agree. The vistas are freaking nice in here. That's one of the best things in Elite is getting these views. Especially when you can get them like this, you know. I love that. It is just awesome. Such a beautiful view. I love jumping out of the vehicle here and there just to do that.
They said we need to stop calling the fuel scoop the sippy straw.
It's just nice. Especially like when you're out there with the rings and stuff. It's just so cool. Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? Anything out? There's something out this way. Oh, you like the ice? Oh, crap! That's what happens when I watch chat. Don't pay attention to the landing. Ice planets? I think ice planets are really cool, but I don't like using the SRV on them. It can be fun sometimes, but God, you slide everywhere. All over the place, just sliding everywhere. And then you get stuck in somewhere and you can't get out of the valley or the gulch you're in. I've been stuck a couple of times in the gulch. In a gulch you can't climb out because it's so icy, and then the booster won't get me high enough to get out. It hasn't been a lot of times, like twice. I made it sound like it was more than what it was, but as you can tell, I don't like to exaggerate too much, so I end up always going right back to the exact truth. Yeah, maybe 2 times. But I used to get in here all the time with my VR headset and do buggy stuff, because man, buggy stuff is, I mean, ships are awesome too, but buggy, oh my god. When you got the mountain ranges and stuff, it's really cool trying to do rock crawling in these guys with the VR headset. That would be cool. That's not a bad idea. If it does do, well, not a bad idea, but not a bad, what's the word I'm looking for? Take on that, yeah. If it can surface mine like a buggy, but also be able to get you out of them gulches and stuff, that would be nice. Or the valleys that you can't really climb out of. Have to call the ship. Or I don't have to call my ship, but you have to call your ship to get it out of the crevice or whatever you're in. I'm gonna have to be calling my ship here shortly. Fuel's running a little low. I think that's where I'll actually end it. When I run out of fuel or get close to running out of fuel, that's when I'm gonna stop, I guess, for the night. Go ahead and get ready for my wife when she gets home. Guess I should have drank some water a minute ago. A little bit thirsty. Woo! Cheers. That's sweet tea. That wasn't water. Woo! Time to shave the mustache. It's collecting too much water. Or liquid. You probably know how that goes. I really look forward to the new ships when they put them out. They're so inexpensive.
kidding.
on
It's
the
just
Arc
a piece of
store. It
space
just
junk.
kind of makes it nice, and I get to spend a little bit of money. It's almost like getting a new game in a way, but cheaper. Like we were talking earlier, games are freaking outrageous. I want to get the new Dying Light. Well, it's not new now, but the Beast. I played Dying Light 2. Didn't play Dying Light 1, played Dying Light 2, and it was freaking... I loved it. In fact, I'm thinking about a playthrough, doing a full stream with playthrough with it. But I'd rather do that with the Beast, because I've never played the Beast. But they still want $70 for it. The sales haven't been... When they had a sale on it, it hasn't been that great of a sale. So I've been hoping to grab it when it drops down to like 30 something again. It did it one time and I thought I bought it, but I totally forgot to purchase it in the cart. Had it in the cart but forgot to actually check out. It was like $32, and I think it was around Christmas or something when they did it. But if you haven't played that, Dying Light 2, I don't know about Dying Light 1. I heard it was pretty good too, but it had some graphical issues and stuff, so like the newer machines have issues running it for some reason. And I had issues running it as well. But Dying Light 2, oh, it was so good. And I'm not a big, huge zombie game fan. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like some of them, but this one was really fun. A lot of good jump scares, a lot of good game mechanics, and I like the parkour part of it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty challenging.
Did you know that there are over 400 billion stars in our galaxy alone? It's mind-boggling.
Now, a game that I really can't wait for to come out would be really nice would be Arma 4. As long as they put in all the flight mechanics where you don't have to use third-party software to get up and flying. Because I loved flying in Arma 3. Still do. I'm not as good as some of these guys with all the trick flying that they do, where they're doing some really badass stuff, and all the setup for the joysticks. It's a good game for both flying and for ground combat. Arma 3, I've played it. It's a little different. You can't fly without using a Xbox controller or the keyboard, or you have to use third-party software. And it's just not quite as in depth as what Arma 3 was. I know they've simplified it. It's okay. Just that landing. There we go. A little hard. Not too hard.
Did you know that the
little better than I
universe
thought
is
it was going to
constantly
be.
expanding? No wonder it's so easy to find a parking spot out here.
Ooh, fuel's getting low. I better make sure I got enough fuel to get to the ship when it lands. Actually, I'm kind of out in the open. It shouldn't have too much of... Ooh, it's going to hurt. Oh, that knocked it down
Hull
a little bit.
integrity now at 38%.
Little bit. Okay, got something over here. Getting very late out, but thank you for the chat and fun tonight. Stay safe. Yeah, you too, man. Stay safe, Sander. It was really awesome talking to you. Yeah, words aren't coming out of my mouth tonight. But 07, man, you have a good night. And I will definitely see you later. You take care. And thanks for chatting. You know me, I just like to chat, so. Having fun. You have a good night, man. This way. So do you play a lot, Aaron? If you're still in here. Or are you just kind of just getting into it, or playing something else, or just kind of checking it out? Oh, 07, man. Only 3? I feel ripped off. Only 3? Come on. You do better than that. Alright, what am I doing on fuel? Still almost out of fuel, so almost time to go.
I was just thinking, why do we call it deep space anyway? Shouldn't it be wide space
Nothing
or
on
vast
radar.
space or something?
Wow, I have nothing on radar at all. Yep, nothing. We're just gonna take a guess and go this way. I guess I'll call the ship. It's good place to call it for the night, I guess. Hello to anybody dropping in that's dropping in now. Kind of got here toward the end of the stream. I'm about to call it, but appreciate you dropping in. Just a chill run, just collecting some mats tonight. Got quite a few. Actually, everything was kind of cramped together in here. Had a lot of mats actually tonight. Trying to collect them and get ready for engineering. I've always just done combat and everything. Never really messed around with the mats too much. Fuel reserves critical. Yeah, I guess it's about time to call a ship. It's a good area for landing too. Alright. Well, I guess I'll do that. Ooh, might get a good view of it landing. Let's see. Call it.
Ship recalled.
Let's see where she's coming in at. Should be somewhere close. My guess is going to land out there where I did that loop. It's a beautiful view. There we go. That is a great view. There's your view, Aaron.
How does NASA organize a party in space? They plan it.
Really is awesome to see that. Alright, where are you at? There you are. Alright. Here she is. Let's go get aboard. Go. Should be close. Perfect. So many times I missed that. Have to adjust it to get in. Alright, I guess I'll head back to the station for now. And
Welcome
let's
back.
see. get back to
Commander.
the station. What station am I at? Thomas Station, I think, is where I'm headed. Wonder what I got for mats. Let's see what I got for mats now. See if I actually picked up any arsenic, which was my main thing. I know I can trade it down, but I wanted to see what I could get. Yep, arsenic. Picked up 21. Actually, probably picked up about 18 because I didn't have any, except for maybe like 2 or 3. So picked up some. What else did I pick up? Some chromium. Really low on some stuff still, but yeah, I picked up quite a few mats. Not a bad run, actually. Not too bad of a run. All right, let's get off the ground.
Landing gear retracted.
Head toward the sun. Alright, I believe I'm at Thomas. Let's see. Get to Thomas, and then that's where I'm going to pretty much call it for the night. Get ready for my wife to get home from work and do a little bit of chilling. Whew. Helps if I make sure I'm going the right direction here.
Frame shift charging.
I'm aligned!
Just
Let me
a
go!
quick update. We're still in space.
Alright, fine, screw it. Lock it in.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Took a second. Don't know what's going on with that. Shouldn't have had an issue. Okay. Cruise. Oh, damn it. Don't you hate when that happens? I gotta wait for damn FSD cooldown. Totally my fault. I admit it. No problem admitting mistakes. Pulled that over too quick and didn't realize I was still that close to the planet. Almost cooled down. Come on. There we go.
Frame shift charging. 4, 3, 2,
1. Alright, now get out here a little bit before
warning. Frame shift operating.
I turn back that direction. That would have sucked.
Temperature critical.
Run dead into the freaking planet. Alright, talking about the backside. Definitely gonna be caught in gravity well if I go through. Let's run around it. Alright. Get over here to Thomas, and then that's probably when I'll call it. I appreciate everybody jumping in. Stay till I land or whatever. I'm gonna be in here till I get logged out, but I appreciate everybody jumping in and chatting or listening to me talk to myself, whatever and whichever way it went. Don't forget, if you want to, subscribe and ring the bell. I am going to start doing some continual streams here and there, usually with some more interesting stuff. Tonight was just some chill running. Oop, damn it. Getting caught in the gravity well. Definitely not going to make it. Nope. Swinging around. Loop of shame. Yeah, here in about 3 to 4 weeks, I'll be doing some consistent streaming, and I'll be, until then, I'm just going to kind of stream when I get a chance and when I feel like having a little bit of fun and getting on here. Do it for the fun of it. So anytime anybody wants to jump in and chat, that's cool. I appreciate it. I talk to myself anyway. If you've never jumped in and seen me doing it, I do it. But yeah, just finishing up just a chill run collecting mats, that's it.
Warning. Frameshift operating.
About to start
Safety limits.
engineering all my ships out.
Delacey, Romeo, Oscar, November. Permission is required before docking procedures can begin, Commander. Docking request approved. Set course for landing pad
Commander,
37.
landing pad 37 is located at 3 o'clock in the middle when entering the
37,
slot
that
with
should
green
be
lights to
toward
your
the
right.
back.
Scan detected.
Which is usually an easy pad. Hopefully. There we go. Yeah.
1,000 meters from touchdown.
They're gonna get me for speeding. Whoop. Usually my landings are much better than this, I swear. I don't know what I was thinking when I came in there. I was actually looking at something else. I wasn't paying too much attention, so I was like, oh, that's an easy pad.
There is a raw materials
Alright,
trader here.
everything's refueled.
We're empty on no
Dock.
material tanks.
Dispatched. Welcome to
At
the
the
station,
station,
Commander.
and I'm good to go. I wanted to check the Star Wars. We haven't got a new CG or anything yet, have we? That's what's been keeping me from getting all my mats all the time, is all these CGs. And I love doing the CGs, so I end up not collecting mats or doing anything. Okay, no CGs yet. Awesome. Gives me more time to collect mats.
Thanks for all you do.
I'll probably be on here tomorrow, maybe, doing the same thing, except for I'll probably try to go do a little bit of combat for the mats next time.
Greetings.
Maybe hit a Hazres or something,
Service to you.
and see how this Krait Mk II will do the way I've got it set up in a little bit of combat. That'll be fun to see what it'll do, or see how fast I get destroyed, one or the other. But anyway, thank you guys for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Thanks for listening to me yap, and you guys have a good night, and don't forget to fly, drive, shoot, have some fun. Subscribe if you want, ring the bell, and I'll get some more videos out here pretty soon. You guys have a great night. Thanks again. And now I gotta find the right mouse
Hunting time.
to stop the stream on my streaming machine. All right, good night, everybody.